Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're taking a high level strategic look at follow up, specifically how to approach it in a way that not only leads you to immediate business, but also strengthens your reputation and trustworthiness for the long haul. We've talked a lot about making Q4 a productive season. On a previous episode, we talked about all the things that you could be doing and that you need to be doing to have a really good quarter four and launch into 2025 really strong. But in this episode, I really want to focus on what happens next. How do you maximize all the effort and energy you put into the last quarter to ensure a powerful start to 2025? This isn't about sending another templated email or a generic just checking in message, because honestly, no one wants that. This is about transforming your follow-up into a key differentiator that builds trust, it nurtures relationships, and positions you as the obvious choice for anyone considering a move. So let's just dive right on into it. First, let's talk about why strategic follow-up matters so much at this particular time of year. After the holidays and even through the holidays, a lot of people are reflecting on their lives, they're setting new goals, and in many cases, making really big decisions. For some, that might mean selling their home or upgrading to a newer property or exploring investment opportunities. As agents, we're in a unique position to be part of those decisions. If we're intentional about how we follow up and connect with our clients, then we get to be a part of those really major decisions that our clients are faced with day in and day out. I want you to think about follow-up as your chance to go from agent to trusted advisor. It's about staying relevant to your clients and in their lives so that when they start considering a real estate decision, you're already top of mind. But to do this well, your follow-up can't just be about securing a transaction. It has to transcend. You have to communicate your genuine interest in their goals, your knowledge of the market, and your readiness to help them to achieve their next big move has to transcend beyond just the next deal sold. This approach not only opens the door for immediate business, but it also creates a long-term loyalty between the client and you. Let's get into a strategy about creating a follow-up plan that focuses on high value opportunities. We're going to move away from like a volume-based approach and instead really zero in on the clients and lead who have the most potential for big mutual beneficial returns, the ones that are going to make a move sooner rather than later. The first step that I think any agent should be doing as you go through the holiday season and as you're putting in the work for quarter four leading into 2025 is prioritizing your contacts with intent. Not every lead is at the same stage in their real estate journey, or not every lead has the same potential. What I want you to do is look at your database and ask, who is the most likely to make a real estate move in early 2025? And when we start categorizing our database, we can start prioritizing who do we need to be in contact more rather than not. We can use categories like serious buyers and serious sellers, qualified referrers, long-term nurture leads. There's a lot of CRMs that already categorize this for you. They call them hot, watch, nurture. There's tons of different ways that you can categorize opportunities. Some CRMs categorize them A, B, C. So as long as you understand the intentions behind your groupings that you group your contacts, your people, your sphere, your leads into, you can tailor your follow-up strategy to each segment, ensuring that you're dedicating time to clients with the highest potential for both immediate business and long-term growth. Once you've segmented your list, the next step is to develop a communication strategy that adds value. This means designing your follow-up in a way that speaks to the unique needs and interests of each group. Here's a breakdown of what that might look like. For serious buyers and seller, or for hot, or for A, or however you want to categorize those people who are most likely to make a next move, provide personal market insights. Offer specific up-to-date information about new listings that might have happened in their neighborhood, mortgage trends, neighborhood data that they might not know about. We have to position ourselves as their resource by sending targeted updates on homes that match what they're looking for, or by inviting them to mastermind classes or some classes like what does it look like to sell your home, or a seminar for home buying, or a seminar for home selling. When we start doing those things and making personalized market insights to our clients and making the reach really personalized for them, it grows a lot of trust between them and you. For people who might be your biggest referral partners, there is a great client that is with our team. The crazy thing is they've never bought and sold a home with us, yet we've built, and that's just because they've never moved, but we've built such a great relationship with this family. And the husband has a career where there's a lot of people moving in and out of the area, that every single time someone new is hired at their company, they send them to us. We get to sell the companies, the new employees, houses and help them buy houses when they move in and out of the area. We wouldn't have been able to do that unless we built a really strong connection with that family. So we have to keep those types of families, those contacts, in the loop with engaging high value content that's easy to share. This might include a well-designed marketing report or tips for navigating the upcoming year, because they might pass that to the people that they know. But the goal is to provide them with shareable content that reinforces your expertise and encourages them to pass your name along to the people that they know, the people that they're engaging with, so that your name gets recognition. For our long-term nurture leads, so I would consider these are people that might buy a home in the next 6 months, but it's probably a year plus out. We want to use the follow-up period to educate and build trust with them. We want to regularly share insights on real estate topics relevant to their interests, like investment opportunities, local market trends. If there's new things being opened in the area, like new shops or a new grocery store or a new park, all of those things can be extremely beneficial for someone who's considering selling or making a move in the distant future. This approach keeps us on their radar while establishing you as the knowledgeable guide. Because if you don't stay top of mind, when the moment comes, you will not be top of mind. They will choose another person that's more relevant, that's more top of mind than what you are. Now that we have our segments and we have our communication strategy, let's talk about channels. Using the right channels is essential for ensuring that your message reaches your clients and your contacts effectively, and that it leaves a lasting impression. I want you to consider the following. Direct calls and text messages, they're ideal for high potential clients, direct outreach that shows a personal touch and your commitment. We want to use calls and texts for serious buyers, those A-level hot leads, to offer targeted updates or ask really good open-ended questions about their goals and how soon do they have to make moves to meet those goals. Personalized emails with market-driven content is extremely important for those referral partners or long-term leads. When we send regular personalized emails that offer valuable market insights, think newsletters with market statistics, client success stories, tips for buying or selling, what's happening in your local market, When we do those things and keep it consistent, they know that they can rely on you for quality information. You are showing that you are the market expert. You should listen to the episode on being that knowledge broker. This is how we reinforce that. Social media is another key way that we can use to follow up and stay visible. Visible is probably the most key word when we use social media. We want to share valuable content and respond to the comments or messages that are being left inside of your DMs or on your profile page. This is especially useful for staying top of mind with your broader network, including people who may or may not send you business, those long-term nurture leads, people that you go to church with, people that you go or went to school with. And the goal here is to be present and proactive without feeling intrusive. When done right, your follow-up efforts, it feels natural, it feels genuine and helpful, and it helps the clients, those potential clients, to notice and appreciate you and see that you are the go-to person when it comes to real estate. One of the most important aspects of a strategic follow-up plan is positioning yourself as the long-term resource, rather than just someone who's looking to close a deal or make something happen today. And here's how we make that shift so that people see us as the knowledge person, that knowledge broker for long-term success, is we want to offer help beyond just real estate. I know it's a crazy thought. Sometimes the most memorable touches we have with people have nothing to do with buying or selling. But if you know that a client is planning renovations, maybe their kids are getting married or they're going off to college, or they're doing a big home remodel, or they're heading out on vacation, or maybe something tragic's happened in their life. Reach out to them. You can offer tips. You can offer help. You can offer a congratulations. You can offer a I'm sorry. Whatever it is, make it more than just real estate. Go beyond the real estate conversation. If someone's considering, let's say, a big financial change, maybe refinancing, we can help provide insider resources to help them make really informed decisions. If we come from an approach that we just want to be genuinely helpful in ways that extend beyond a transaction or beyond buying or selling, that, I think, builds the most trust and shows that you are there for them as just a genuine, really good human being and as an advisor than just a salesperson. As we move into the new year, I would say be the first to share new market trends. People want to know what's on the horizon. With the variability with interest rates right now, with what's going to happen after the elections really set in the first quarter of next year, as seasonality changes, we want to share insights on those trends in interest rates, in supply, in economic forecasts as it relates to real estate. This not only keeps clients informed, but it also establishes you as someone who's way ahead of the curve. Just like our first episode that we released on the podcast, we can use stories to illustrate our expertise. People remember stories, then they remember stats. When we follow up, when we weave in relevant stories of communication, of experiences, of the market, of lessons that you've learned as an agent, the storytelling approach makes you so relatable and so helpful because we're able to help clients visualize what it might look like to work with us or be with us inside one of the most crucial and, I would say, important decisions that they make, which is buying and selling a home. So you haven't listened to episode 1 of the podcast, I would highly recommend to go back and listen because that is all about storytelling. And I thought it was a great conversation. And I think there's some nuggets there that you can use that really flow into that ideology. To turn your follow-up efforts into a reliable strategy, you need to measure what's working and refine as you go. A simple system for tracking effectiveness is really important. You should set specific metrics for each segment. Determine what success looks like. For each of those segments, Hot Nurture Watch, ABC, long-term nurture leads, instant nurture leads, whatever the categories are that you determined in the first part of this episode, we have to figure out what does success look like. For those serious buyers and sellers, it might be securing a consultation or signing a buyer broker agreement or signing a listing agreement. For those people that are your best and biggest fans, the people that are going to refer you, I would say success might lead to connecting in conversation. Maybe it's having 5 conversations with referrals. Define what you're aiming for. And then we can use our CRM to track every interaction, whether it's a call, email, or text. We can make notes. We can see what topics in our marketing sparked interest or led to a response. What we track and measure always improves. It's a really fascinating revelation that if you aren't tracking and measuring what's happening in your business, maybe that might be the biggest nugget that you can take away from this podcast. But I believe, and I would argue that most successful business people would agree to, that when you track and measure the efforts and things that you're doing inside your business, you always improve. You always become better. Also, at the end of every single month, as you lead into the first quarter of next year, review your outcomes. Like really go back and understand what's working and what's not working. Because the last thing I'd want for you to do is invest time and effort into things that's not bringing you success. If you notice that something's not working and you've given it a good 2-3 months of effort to make something happen, then probably the best decision that you can make is just letting that go and focusing on things that actually produce results and lead to success. As we look towards 2025, the follow-up strategy, or just having a follow-up strategy, if you've never had one before, just having one implemented now, it really sets the stage for ongoing business and just business to happen in the future. Consistency and intentionality are everything. Your clients need to see you as a reliable presence who's ready to offer valuable insights no matter the time of year. So instead of one and dones, make it a point to be in conversation with your leads, with your clients, with your sphere, with your friends and family. Schedule personalized check-ins for those serious clients. Send market insights to those who are long-term, and continue nurturing those people with educational content. At the end of each quarter, assess where you've made progress, again, reflecting on what's working, and then adjust for the next. That way you can always be pushing to redefine success in your business. Over time, leads will shift. Needs will evolve, and your message will have to continually be updated to stay relevant and flexible. I would say keep your follow-up strategy dynamic to address the changing needs of your clients and the market. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that effective follow-up is about more than just staying in touch. No one wants to be checked in on. They want some relevant information so that they can make powerful decisions. Having a strategic tool or a plan that builds relationships and it demonstrates your expertise and positions you as the first choice when clients are ready to make a move is what this is all about. Each follow-up is a chance to add value, strengthen your reputation, and set yourself up for more than just continued success. As you plan your follow-up strategy and marketing plan for the start of 2025, think about the impacts you want to make. With the right strategy, you can turn today's leads, today's clients, today's conversations into tomorrow's opportunities, into tomorrow's transactions, all while building a business founded on trust, founded on genuine connection. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you found it helpful today, hit the subscribe button below, leave a comment, maybe even give us a review. We love to know your thoughts about how the podcast is going. And here's what I would say. Share it with another agent in your office, in your brokerage, on your team that's looking to level up and elevate their business going in and starting 2025. Here's to a strong 2025. We've already started. We're always working in the next 60 to 90 days. Keep that focus, and I'll see you in the next episode. This episode of the Gritworks podcast is sponsored by the Caldwell Group at eXp Realty, a real estate team in Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, Ohio. The Caldwell Group is one of the top teams in the Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati markets that strives to produce results for their clients that they're working with. Their agents are top of the line when it comes to all new technology, understanding the market, and presenting results and value to clients. So if you are in the market in the Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati area to either learn more about what your home might be worth in today's market, or just learning about the market in general and what it looks like to buy or sell in the market today, then hit us up in the comments below. We would love to reach out and talk with you more and share with you all the things that are happening inside Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you to the Caldwell Group for sponsoring today's episode.